Mga idol at kabayan, super good news! 6 na offshore patrol vessel, mga bagong armadong barko ng Pilipinas, may pangalan na. Ayon sa South Korea, 2 sa mga bagong offshore patrol vessel ng Pilipinas ang darating sa bansa sa taong 2026. Department of National Defense Secretary Gibo Teodoro Jr. ipinahayag ang posibleng joint oil and gas exploration ng Pilipinas at Amerika. Wow na wow! Kapag kasama natin ang Amerika, siguradong di makakapanggambala ang China. Dagdag pa ng Defense Minister ng Pilipinas, ang ating mga teritoryo ay non-negotiable. European Union pumalag na rin tutol sa mga ginagawang provokasyon ng China sa West Philippine Sea. Pilipinas sinabing marami pang dapat patunayan ang China bago nito makuha ang tiwala ng Pilipinas. Matapos nating isa-isahin ang mga armas ng mga offshore patrol vessel ng Philippine Navy, mga pangalan ng 6 na bagong barko na kasalukuyang ginagawa ng South Korea, atin ang napag-alaman: ang BRP Raja Sulaiman PS-20, ang BRP Raja Lakandula PS-21, BRP Raja Humabon PS-22, BRP Sultan Kudarat PS-23, BRP Dato Marikudo PS-24 at BRP Dato Sikatuna PS-25. Ayon sa South Korea shipbuilder na Hyundai Heavy Industries, ang 6 na offshore patrol vessel na ito ay tatawaging Raja Sulaiman Class OPV. Dagdag pa dito, ang 2 mga offshore patrol vessel ay i-deliver ng South Korea sa Pilipinas sa taong 2026. Grabe, puspusan talaga ang pagpalakas ng Pilipinas dahil ayon sa Amerika, totoo ang banta ng China. Hinihikayat din ng Amerika na lakihan pa ng mga kaalyadong bansa nito ang kanilang military spending para mapalakas ang seguridad ng mga ito. Sa ibang balita naman, inihayag ni Secretary Teodoro Jr. ang pagkakaroon ng posibilidad na joint oil and gas exploration project sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at Amerika. Ito ang magiging collaboration ng 2 mga kaalyadong bansa. Nice, ito na yung dapat dahil kapag nariyan ang Amerika, siguradong magdadalawang isip ang China na harangin ang anumang paggalugad ng mga yaman natin sa West Philippine Sea. Sang-ayon ba kayo mga kabayan? Marami na tayong kakampi mga kabayan. Maging ang European Union ay nagpahayag ng suporta sa Pilipinas na nireject nito ang mga pang-aagaw at planong pansarili ng China sa West Philippine Sea.
So, first I will say that the European Union is a firm believer in international law. And in the international law, we have agreed certain principles. We have the UNCLOS, we have the maritime security arrangements and rules there. So we reject any unilateral changes to the status quo, including the use of coercion. And of course, we are supporting all the partners who are believers of international law, and we are willing to defend the law as well. Because if you don't defend the law, then the situation is in the world and global sphere much different.
Sa ibang balita naman, hindi pa tapos si Secretary Gibo Teodoro Jr. sa isyu ng China. Lahat ng panayam ay kanyang dinaluhan upang maging boses ng mga Pilipino sa Shangri-La Dialogue 2025 sa Singapore. Inihayag ng kalihim ng depensa ng Pilipinas na ang mga teritoryo natin ay non-negotiable at marami pang dapat patunayan ang China sa mga Pilipino para sila ay pagkatiwalaan ng lubusan.
What he said is undeniable. China's activities are getting more expansive and more aggressive. Their demonstrations of force are getting more frequent. And in the West Philippine Sea, we are getting used to their activities, but they have expanded the areas where they are doing it to include their exercises of Australia and New Zealand, and in the eastern part of our east in the Pacific Ocean. The international order to one more favorable to them. What are the conditions that I feel would make engaging in a defense sphere with China plausible? First, they have to renounce their narrative that the 9-dash line, a lot of which is even beyond the outer boundaries of the EEZ, as close as 50 kilometers away or 60 kilometers away from our shores. They have to renounce it as non-negotiable and as indisputable sovereignty and jurisdiction of China.
To the US, as a country that's close to the US but also has...
Secondly, they have to prove beyond all reasonable doubt good faith. Third, they have to renounce the subterfuges that they use in order to try to reshape the international order to one more favorable to them. Fifth, to stop all nefarious activities to try to subvert our society.
Are you disappointed that you couldn't see your Chinese counterpart, Dong Jun, on this visit?
Well, I believe my foreign affairs colleagues are trying their level best to engage China, but on the defense side, I see what we have seen is that China has to overcome a deficit of trust and credibility that it has implanted not only in the defense establishment but on the ordinary Filipino itself, himself or herself.
Philippine Coast Guard BRP Cabra MRRV 4409 ipinadala sa karagatan ng Palawig Point, Zambales upang tulungan ang isang barko ng mga mangingisdang Pilipino, ang Jianjian 3, sa gitna ng matataas na alon at presensya ng malalaking barko ng China. Ligtas naman ang 8 mangingisdang mga Pilipino salamat sa Philippine Coast Guard. Dagdag pa dito, hinila naman ng BRP Cabra ang bangkang dimotor ng mga Pilipino pabalik sa kalupaan ng Pilipinas.
This is Philippine Coast Guard vessel BRP Cabra, MRRV 4409. You were advised that you are currently sailing within the Philippines Exclusive Economic Zone, approximately 75.9 nautical miles from Palawig Point, Zambales, Philippines. In accordance with Republic Act 12064, the Philippine Maritime Zones Act, the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, of which you are a party, the 2016 Arbitral Award, you do not possess any legal authority to patrol within the Philippines Exclusive Economic Zone.
Laban Pinas.